Hello and welcome back to Low Quarter Gaming. I'm continuing on with Etherfields. I'm picking up right where I left off after the dream in the last episode, where we were able to, it was the train dream, and we were able to go to a spot on any tile, any dream world, not any dream world tile. The train took us to very some specific tiles, and echo was one of the tiles we could go to, and we could go to any space on that echo tile. So it's hard to see, but there's a spot right here that says restore 3 items, and then there's a shortcut to the train station, and then there's an arrow up to the dream gate. And the shortcut cost is to seal you can either flip a progress card or seal a card. So I wanted to go to that restore 3 items spot because I have 2 keys and I have a dream that's in Echo that takes 2 keys to get in, investigation in the Foggy docks. So we're going to get to go from one dream almost immediately into another dream. And last dream we unlocked the business penguin. Makes the whole thing worth it. So I have this here just to remind me that I get to restore 3 items. And it's random, I don't get to pick because it's restore. And I don't want to look in case I see... One of the downsides of the backs of some of these cards is you can tell if it's like a starter one because it doesn't have a like a chapter or a letter on it. Like, let me just show you. So like this one doesn't have anything on it, so I know it's one of the starting items, but this one has something on it. So I know this is an item that came from one of the dreams or something, or maybe a slumber, but no, probably not a slumber, probably a dream. So I'm just gonna pick 1, 2, 3. And what did we get? We got mud. Discard to end the degenerates / shapeless slumber instead of resolving it. Flashlight and strategic plan. In slumbers only, each dreamer can move up to 6 spaces. 4 wrath or 4 awareness. Not the worst. Now, however, we do probably have some hurries still in our deck, which you can discard items to get the items that you want. So I may try to get the Book of Birds again. If I get... do we have optimization in our hand? No. Optimization is good when you get the Delta phase of the Slumber deck, which we might get to after this particular dream. Now, technically, I should set out the starting tiles because I'm on the Dream World map and put these guys there, but I'm not going into any slumbers, so I'm not too concerned about it. So, I think that's it. I think we're good to go. So in order to take the shortcut, we have to seal a card. So seal, and oh, we're sealing potentially a pretty good card up there. I'm not going to forget this time. So I have a basic deck of cards here. Basic, and they're actually from a company called Basic. They're your basic deck. I don't want to forget about these because there is a thing in the rule book that once per dream you can do like a little press your luck game, and some of the rewards you can get from it, you have to pick if you're dealing with morphings, shining gems, clock hours, distress, or sealed cards. So you draw 3 cards at random, and then you decide, do I want to press my luck based upon what you drew? And then you draw 3 more cards to see if the first 3 cards is higher than the second set, right? Yeah, first you draw the luck cards, then you draw the drawback cards. And the luck cards need to be more than the drawback cards. And some of these are pretty good rewards. Each dreamer unseals 5 cards. If you win, if you lose, each dreamer has to seal 5 cards. So you kind of want to make sure you're going to win. But we'll see how we get inside the dream. I might do that for the first time. Okay, so we sealed the cards. Now we're moving to the dream gate. And let's just take a peek at it. Investigation in the Foggy docks. District Echo. So let's spend our 2 keys. Each dreamer can cure 2 distress or unseal their top 2 cards. Take all the 112 cards and tiles, reveal all 4 setup tiles. Place cards A and B face down. These are your first clues for this dream. Reveal tile X. Spawn the Warden in the spawn space on B3. So we got 9 turns. All right, so let's deal with all of this stuff here first. Do we cure? She's only got 2 cards sealed, so I think we cure her distress. And then for the specialist, he burns through cards so fast because he gets such a larger hand size that I think we need to heal his distress also. Okay, we need the setup tiles in 12. 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll take them in turn B2. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. So 3 wrath times the number of players. Try to open this crate with your bare hands. Down the bottom, lift the loose stone. Reveal card C. There's some walls there. And all of these spaces are in darkness. So there's crates and boards and stone. After we examine these starting tiles, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. After we examine these starting tiles, we'll take a peek at the little triangle things, whatever they're called, signs. That's what they're called. The official game term in the rulebook, little triangle things. No, I'm just kidding. Strands of mist and some dark alley. So there's 2 spaces in darkness there. Contact 5 awareness, ask the guard about the warehouse. 3 cunning times the number of players, peek through a keyhole. And there's a trash heap. So maybe a trash heap we can think about when we're looking at the signs. Another crate. It's so weird with these tiles that are dark. Like if you get it at the right angle, it doesn't do as much weirdness with the green screen. Okay, whatever. What ship is this for 2 awareness? There's some stair spaces, and again, all... It's the ISS Vanguard. Holy cow. They expect that thing to go to planets? Out in the distance? It looks like that crate is floating, by the way. Carry the crate away. Can we step on that space? I guess. We leap over the vast emptiness. ISS Vanguard. That's actually kind of funny. Little Easter egg there. See, this one's not doing anything to the green screen. Whatever. Crate, it floats quite well. Yeah, that crate's in the water. Fish the crate out. Something is not right with water, the way it reflects. They missed a "the" there. Something should say something is not right with the water, the way it reflects. Reveal card D. Peer into the mist. Reveal card F. Okay. Let's take a run through our signs just real quick. See if we see any crates or anything. cobblestone, parts of a boat. No, no, not really. There. How about in the specialist row? Nothing's leaping out at me. Reveal cards A and B. Reveal, it says reveal face down. Okay. So here's the back of them. This is interesting. So it says this card is active until this dream ends. Task. You can flip this card only when you see both. So there's like a little propeller and I don't know what, like a trunk? Oh, but I can see that thing in the junk pile. So we just need to find the propeller. So maybe it's in one of these other cards that we have to reveal. There's a card to reveal here. And there were a couple of cards to reveal down here. So I think that thing is like right there. Oh, this is one we didn't look at. And then this one, there's like a white stone or something and the word Vanguard. So we can see Vanguard on the ISS Vanguard. But I don't see the brick or whatever that is. The fans on my computer are going a little crazy right now for some reason. Okay, reveal tile X. It's the warden. He moves 2. We can discard the warden and resolve 318. For contact 6, we can relocate the warden to any purple spawning space. On a basic, each dreamer in range 1 suffers a distress and is relocated to the starting space. Place 1 threat on the entity tile for each affected dreamer. If there are and then the special attack is if there are 3 threat or more on this entity tile, you are caught and fail this dream. Oh, that's nice. That's nice of you, Warden. And they want us to actually use the Warden, who has a miniature of his own. Here we go, the Warden. The Warden has one of the coolest bases. It's got books and keys and stuff on it, and he's got a bunch of keys on his back. Pretty sure this is the Warden. You can see the keys on his back, or maybe not if I turn him too far. There we go. He spawns there. So he's a huge figure. He takes up quite a bit of space, and it's more than just an observation. It's there's something about when they move, they push you out or something like that. I'll have to look it up if it comes up. Okay, and then we need 9 turns, and then we read the introduction, and then we'll look at the back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Business Penguin, what do we need to get you out? 6 awareness times the number of people, or spend 1 ether. And we get to get 1 random penguin card from the penguin deck. All right, 766 as I reach on the floor for the book. I think all this white, yeah, the white kind of blows the camera out a little bit too. 766. Dripping rain, sounds and lights of the distant endless city. Cobblestone is slick with rainwater. Brick buildings look dilapidated and abandoned. The drizzle thins out the surrounding mist. We are in the foggy docks, with its many warehouses, ships, and narrow alleys. On a rainy night, a single lantern lights up the gloom, calling us. We have magnifying glasses in hand, and capes to protect us from the rain. We're looking around. Every detail seems to be significant and tells a story. The investigation is ongoing. Part of it is about the case of, well, it's just about the case. In addition to that investigation, we have also our own business to do here. Before we arrived in this world, we had previously sent a package addressed to ourselves. It must have been here, right at the port. If everything went according to plan, the package should still be waiting for us, probably in the warehouse. If you're reading this, you probably placed cards A and B, and you probably don't understand what all this is about. You can only look at the back of these cards, you cannot look at their front. Before you can flip these cards and resolve their front, you must first complete the tasks on their back. So we need to find a propeller and some kind of white stone block or something. All right, so this seems pretty easy. Our goal is to get into the warehouse. No special rules, and if we run out of turns, we read a specific section. Let's go over what progress cards I've got. I've got optimization, that's for later. I've got builder. We've got our assistant that's flipped over. I've got I run to live, which helps me discard cards to move. And then this progress card, if I do an assault action, it affects all entities in range. So we don't want to end up in range. Let's see, what do we got here? He's going to move and do his special. He moves 2. His special is actually not bad right now because there's no threat tokens on the entity tile. So I don't care much about that. We need 6 wrath here. Let me look at my hands before I actually decide where I want to start. Her hand is full. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 6, so he can draw 2 because of his mask that increases his hand size. He does have a hurry, but we got strategic plan that we can get 4 wrath from. We've got 1 with the shadows. That helps us not take distress, but I'm more worried about getting these threat tokens and then him pushing us back to these spaces over here. I think we'll start there. So we do start the round and we get to draw, and he gets to draw 2 cards. Her hand is full. We got a shining, but we can't go into that space because he's pretty sure he's taking up the whole shebang because he's a large base. I don't think I've ever said shebang in my entire life. Dreamer movement. Dreamer actions. Map action influence cards. Maybe I should look at the index. Entity movement. Limit of miniatures. Big entities. Some entities are much bigger than others. Their tokens are bigger, or their miniatures have a larger base. They're called big entities. A big entity occupies the whole space it stands in and cannot be pushed out in any way. When a big entity enters a space, it pushes all of the miniatures and or entity tokens in that space to any adjacent spaces chosen by the players. Yes, so we just can't enter his space, which is why his thing is range 1, because it's not possible under the rules to have it be range 0. So, who wants to spend 6 wrath to look under the loose stone? Or who wants to spend 6 wrath to try to open a crate with their bare hands? That would require movement also, because it's not an assault action. She's got a hesitation for 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that what we're doing? And then what would he do? He's also got a hesitation, but that's a sealing. That's an action to seal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Or do we save our wrath to fight the warden? Do I move? I need to get this wrath out of my hand, or do I? Well, I'm not too worried about his current thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement to get down there. Holy cow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 4, 5. And then I could spend 6 awareness to reveal card D. The warden has to move in order for me to do any of this stuff by the warehouse. Although it's a contact action, so I could do it from one space away. Maybe I should do that while I'm not too worried about being close to the warden. Then I only have to move 2. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to do the Free Spirits action first. We're going to do 6 wrath by sealing hesitation. And then, so sealing hesitation is 3. This is 4, 5, 6. And we reveal card C. Interesting. Oh, I think this is the stone, right? So there's a key and a couple small houses. So none of this is on these signs. Little small house. Here and here. No. This is one aspect of the game where if you were playing not solo with multiple people, would be a little easier, I think, to keep track of, because everybody would have their own stuff to look at. Maybe this house and barn is what I was thinking of, but that's not what we're looking at right now. All right, so this card is active until the stream ends. But we can see Vanguard and we can see this stone, so let's flip this over. So this is going to cover up. Oh, hey, this could relocate the warden. It's a spawning space. Let's think over everything from the beginning. Add 1 turn. That's going to cost 10 awareness though. But it adds a spawning space, so we could, if we what do we do? If we do 6 green, 6 awareness, we could move him down here. But we might not be too worried about that right now. Okay, let's spend 1 with the shadows to go 1, 2. Then we're going to do this contact action, 5 green, ask the guard about the warehouses, 288. Is this a red herring? Two, three, four, five, six. 6. We've moved 2, 3, 4, 5. Or spin a shining gem to move 6. Oh shoot. If she doesn't move, the warden could trap her. Because there's walls around here. I don't know if asking the guard about the warehouse is actually a smart thing to do. Feels like it might not be. One, 2, 3, 4. So 2, and if I use that, I need to generate 4 wrath to do this one down here. Two, 3. 4. Yeah, this is the 4 more cunning that I need for movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I don't want to seal this card, so I'm going to spend this 4 wrath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this is 2 times number of players. Carry the crate away, and this is a one-time action. 9, 1, 1. We lift the crate effortlessly. Do you have the real treasure card? Yes. Read 223. No. The crate grows lighter and lighter in our arms, in the end lifting us up and away. Above the port, above the city, above our worries. Relocate all dreamers to the blue starting space, and each dreamer cures a distress. Okay, well that's a bummer because we can't do that again, and we didn't have the real treasure card. Okay, that was a wasted turn. He's got that left. With the diamond. Oh, with the diamond, she's going to play now or never. On a diamond turn, she can gain 2 shining gems with the action on that. That's worth it. Okay. I think that's the end of our turn. So we go to the warden. It's turn. He's going to move. Yes, and now he's blocking us. This is bad. I should have moved up into that spot. Yeah, this is bad. Because if he gets a basic... If he gets a basic action next turn, can we move through him? I don't know. So next turn, morphing, basic effect, and roll. Okay. I'm going to throw in a cut because I know people don't want to watch me just read through rules, but I need to see if we can move through him or if we just can't stop there. So I will put in a cut and be right back. Okay, the rules do say that you can move through full spaces, you just can't stop in them. So I think we're okay. So we'll start our turn. She gets to draw 4 to go up to 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We could relocate the warden. Or just get out of dodge, maybe. It's a better option. He gets to draw 4. Got a steam bomb. I don't know if killing the warden is a good idea either. So I'm going to do some actions on this card here. Maybe that crate, or maybe we reveal card D. We could try to open this crate. That's going to cost us 6 wrath. He's got 3. But then can we get out of here if we do that? Because we got to spend 2 to move there. The basic effect is before we move, so we just need to get, not be orthogonally next to him. She could seal her hesitation to try to open the crate. We could also just move the warden. It's a lot of cards, though. She has to move 2, but then she's not going to have enough movement to get away from him unless she moves. We can move down here. And then we're not range 1. Because diagonal doesn't count. I think I need to try to deal with this before I move away. Can she do the whole thing? 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 to move there. And then she'll have to spend her free spirit token to move here. Yeah. It's going to be expensive. Oh, we could spend a spirit token, shining gem to generate 2 movement. These 2 yellow for 2 movement to go 1, 2, and then she's just gonna, she'll seal a hesitation for 3, 4, 5, 6 wrath, and we'll read 691. Is this a one? This is also a one-time thing. Do you have the real treasure card? Yes, go to 223. No, 562. I should have learned from the last one. I'm not opening up any more crates without the real treasure card. 562. After a long struggle, the chest pops open. We can't believe our eyes. A skinny and terribly constricted man sits in the box. He is so exhausted that he does not... Is this the right one? 691. Yes. He's so exhausted that he does not react to what is happening. He's folded up like a puppet, all to make him fit into this small wooden crate. Did someone put him here, or did he decide on such a fate to reach the land of his dreams? Since he decided on something like that, it is dread to think what he was running from. It is better to leave him alone. Maybe he'll get out later on his own. And who knows who or what he really is. But maybe we should take him out. Right now. If yes, gain 1 flaw and resolve 402. But are you sure? If you've taken out the strange figure from the crate during your past visits in Foggy Docks, you immediately close the crate. Opening it once was enough. Sure, let's take him out. We'll get a flaw. Oh, jelly legs. I hate jelly legs. Discard 1 ether to remove this card and resolve it immediately. Place this card in your progress zone. Your move actions cost 1 cunning more for each space. And it's 4 cunning to discard this card. I'm not planning on going shopping. So we'll spin the ether. To remove, does that mean... It didn't say discard, it said remove. 402. We pull the poor man gently, trying not to break his brittle bones. He is light as if he was a bundle of dried branches. Does helping someone in such a deplorable state even make sense? He lies in the rain and seems to be drinking falling drops. After a while, he slowly crawls toward the nearby building. Maybe that's enough. Let's take care of our business. Take 1 blank token and write newcomer 10 on it. Put it in the storage. We hear a grim voice. What's happening there? Stop. Show your papers. Relocate the warden to this space. Add 1 morphing. Okay, we need a blank token. Is it the round ones or the square one? I'm not going to write on it yet. I might look this up later. I'll put a round one. Newcomer 10. Newcomer 10. That actually helps us a little bit. So the warden's going to come into the space, and then we have to get pushed because he's a big entity, so we'll go there. Then she's going to have to... We'll use her spirit token, so she'll discard this card from the top of her deck. And her 1 spirit token to get 1 cunning to move. Oh, we got to add a morphing. +2 seal. So I think that's if an entity effect makes you seal cards, it's 2 extra cards. Or is it any effect? Each entity effect that seals your cards seals 2 additional cards. That's not bad. He doesn't have anything that makes us seal cards. I'm not sad about that. Now the specialist gets to do wild and crazy things. Do we want to set up the steam bomb? For 5 wrath. There's not anything we need to use wrath on other than potentially fighting the warden. So I think we want this card for movement more than anything else. If we go 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Spending our 3 cunning. And then I think we will just hold on to these cards for next turn. Because there's some stuff we can do. There's a 6 awareness down here, and we've got 4 in hand. Okay, so I think we're done. I could do the contact action. Now I'm good. So morphing, we have to add another morphing. +1 range. That sucks. Because now his basic effect, each dreamer in range 1 suffers 1 distress. It's not a heart turn. Oh, that really sucks. He's gonna be something to really deal with now. So range 2, she has to relocate to here, suffer a distress, and we have to put a threat token on the entity. Then he moves. Oh boy. 1, 2, pushes her. And we got the plus, so he's going to move again. I think he stops when he pushes her. And then 1. Okie dokie. Special effect is not going to do anything, but the basic effect, if we're within range 2, we'll do the distress and suffering, all the bad things. Okay, she gets to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of yellow. Choose 1 space in range 2. Move any number of entities in range 2 to that space. 1, 2. Roll the luck die. I could get rid of his morphings, potentially. And he gets to draw 4. He's only got 3. So he'll take a distress. He's going to shuffle. Okay, so after shuffling, he can discard the top 3 cards to put down a charge or to gain a shining gem. His deck is so thin. I don't know if I want to discard the top 3 cards. So he drew 3, he can draw 1 more. Yeah, that's... I'm not going to do it. So We could relocate the warden. I think I'm going to try my luck. Or do I want to keep that? Maybe I'll keep that in case it gets worse. Let's do this first. Let's do Pathfinder for 2 movement. 1, 2. Then she's going to spend 4 green from these plus 2 from a shining gem. To something is not right with the water, the way it reflects. Reveal card D. Hey, there's the propeller. But what space is that? Is that... Oh, okay. I think it's here. Yep. There's something way down here. That's weird. That's not even like on a tile. They're in the right spot, right? C2, B2, yeah. Okay, so propeller, and we saw that thing, other thing in the trash heap. So now this, B3, kindly ask the crate to open. Check the mannequin for 8 awareness. B3. Okay, so this is going to go here. Kindly ask the crate to open. Strands of mist in some dark alley. That's not a hint. 2 spawn points like so close together. Why would we care about relocating him there? Okay, so the specialist now. Range 2. Is there any way we can get... No. I think I'm going to spend... Wow, 8 green? I could do that. But then can I get away? I need to do this luck thing. So I'm going to try the bottom of this card. That increased range on that basic effect is bothering me. So we rolled a luck die. We spin the shining gem to re-roll the luck die. Wait, before we do that, do we have a re-roll in here? I spent the re-roll somewhere else. I think she had it. Okay. So we got the line. And the line says discard one morphing. So the one range, discarded. Okay, so if I spend these, I'm trying to maybe get some more shining gems too, because I've got, oh, if I go up there, duh, yeah, that's also a purple space. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We'll spend a shining gem to move 2 through the warden up to here. We need to spend, let's just play both of these shinings. We're on a purple spawn space to get 2 shining gems. Now we're going to spend 6 green off of here and 2 from one of our newly found shining gems for a total of 8 to read 598. Checking the mannequin. A still mannequin lies behind the police tape. Did anyone die here? We ask a kind policewoman. Yes, the poor lad, as you can see. We can't push this case any further, as we lost the chalk. We can't outline the corpse, you know. And who are you? Detectives? We don't know what to answer. Maybe it's better to go with the flow? Oh yes, we're here for this case. For the case of the missing chalk, of course. We have our leads, but we need a pass from you to look around the harbor and the warehouse. Or maybe, more honestly, less directly? Well, not really, but we think we can help. As they say, the law could use all hands on deck. Anyway, we managed to lead the conversation in such a way that it reaches the same point. After all, we have the advantage over them that we know we're dreaming, and it makes it a lot easier. Sure, you'll get your pass, but I have to see your leads. You know how it works. For now, the case is suspended. I'll wait here for many sleepless nights. He ends with a long yawn. Doesn't really add up. We were talking to a policewoman at the beginning of that story, and then it says he ends with a long yawn. Gain card 2-34R. Case suspended. 2-34. Q. R. What? When you see both of the following elements on the Dreamscape or active secret cards, except task cards, resolve the corresponding script. So we have the ISS. Do we have the pitchfork? All right, so let's take this off of here. What was the other thing it said? 598. If you have story token A, then read 466, but we don't have story token. We have a token that I need to write newcomer 10 on. So there's a bird right here. Have we seen a pitchfork? No, there's one. Oh yes, there's a pitchfork there. And we have ISS right here. So we should be able to read that. I thought I saw the sickle some, yeah, the sickle's also over there in the trash. Yeah, and the little, wait, is this a secret card? Yeah, it's a secret card. Yeah, okay, and then the little well house thing is right there. So we can do these two. Just haven't seen this orange this orange ME. I don't think. Okay, so let's resolve this one. It needs to be marked 886. Everything matches. It's not a bident or a quadrant, but a trident. The letters are also correct, not ABC or XYZ, but ISS. There is a strong connection, but between what? What is the 4 of this 2 plus 2 addition? Wait. What is the 4 of this 2 plus 2 addition? What? It's still a mystery. We have to note it down. What is the 4 of this 2 plus 2 addition? Each dreamer may unseal one chosen card. What is this 4? What is the 4 of this 2 plus 2 addition? That doesn't make any sense. So we get to look at our sealed cards. Let's take a hesitation back. This is the good progress card too, the one that generates a bunch of spirit tokens. Hurry, hurry, mechanical shotgun, slap, hesitation, the turn key. Discard this card to gain 1 additional key when obtaining one. I think we'll take a hesitation back also. It's worth 3. Oopsie. Okay, now 395. So these are the easy ones, I guess. 395. I mean, because the ISS and the pitchfork were on the board to begin with, I think. The sickle goes into the depths of the well. Plink, we fish out a shining creature. One of its scales shimmers, so much glittering. Gain 3 shining gems. It doesn't say who, and this isn't any particular person, right? So I'll do this, I guess. 2 and 1. Now, what? I guess we go to what I'm actually contemplating. Yeah, I want to hold on to these cards. So I'm actually going to burn the strategic plan for 4 green and one of his shining gems for another 2 to make it 6 to relocate the warden into this corner. Yeah. And I wonder if we need to get way down here and do this. It's not even a space. Okay, I think that's it for us. Yep. Special effect. There's only one threat here. Basic effect. Nobody's in range 1. Move. 1, 2. Oh, shoot. He's going to move first. And then do his basic effect. So we need to get really far away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess we could try to take him out. That'd be 12 wrath, though. Jeez. That's a lot. 2, 3, 4. And because of my moving of him, we're not exactly close to him. So his basic movement would put him here or there and pushing him. Yeah, that wasn't like the best thing ever. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm wondering if we should just discard the warden. That could be bad, though. No, I'm going to chance it. So let's move. Let's put specialist back over here. We're going to move with this 1 yellow onto this spot and then spend this 6. Or is there an item that can get me a lot of cunning in here? 2. No, it's mostly awareness and wrath. We'll spend this 6. Oh man, she's got optimization. Does he have a progress card to set up? No, but he also has a hurry, hurry. Yeah, let's just do it. 6 cunning. Oh my, that's expensive. Oh, I think I instantly regret that decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement to get there. Or she's going to be in trouble when the warden moves. I might have to take that back and go through this kill the warden thing. Her 6 and her 1 movement. She was here. Can we even kill him? 12 wrath? Jeez. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can he do 6 after he moves 4 to get there? Three, 4, 5, 6, and move 4 to get there. Okay, here goes nothing. Actually, no. What am I thinking? Let's hurry, hurry. We'll use this hurry, hurry card it's actually, that has to be sealed, sorry. Seal it. And we'll get a common hammer. That'll give us 4. Okay, there's a strategic plan here also. So then he can spin 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, he needs to spin 3. Okay. Why did I think he had to move 4? Because I can't count. So he spends 3 to move, then 4 from the common hammer, and 2 from unclear but efficient to do the first swing on the warden. Oh, I hope this doesn't come back to bite me. But it probably will. Now she's gonna have to overspend, I guess. I guess this card to move there. Then she's going to seal her hurry hurry to swap the flashlight with. We might as well just take the common hammer. And she'll spend 4 from the common hammer and 2 from a shining gem to do 6 more, and that's 1 for each player. Discard the warden. And resolve 318. Please don't be too bad. Please don't be too bad. Killed by our strikes, the warden collapses to the ground, mist oozing from his lips, enveloping and thickening around us. You finished this stream, but was it all you could do? You have a feeling that you haven't seen everything there is to see. Add tile 2-37Q warden to the slumber deck unless it's there already. Discard all story tokens gained in this stream. Return all cards and tiles of this stream to the secrets. Keep the Dreamgate tile of the stream. You can still come back here to try again. Reveal 2 starting slumber map tiles and place the dreamers in the blue spaces. You're back into Dream World map. So we shouldn't have killed the warden. Okay, so what now? Add tile. You finished the stream. (2-37Q). (2-37) Q. It tells us it's the warden. And that's going to get added to the slumber deck. Discard all story tokens gained in the dream. We didn't gain any story tokens. Return all cards and tiles of the stream except those already gained by the dreamers or added to the game decks to the secrets. Keep the Dreamgate tile of the stream. You can still come back here to try again. Oh, bummer. So we set up the slumber map tiles and we're back onto the Dream World map. Well, that is a major bummer. So I think that's probably just where I'll call the episode then. So next time when we start, we'll just start back in the Dream World map, hunting for keys and figuring out where to go. So let's think about what to do next time. So there was, probably need to look at this. This reveals another card. And finish this one to maybe find the ME. I didn't even ever look at how to get into the warehouse, any of the things on that square in that tile. Okay, so that was the failed attempt at the investigation in the Foggy Docks. Got some information out of it though. Maybe we'll try a different dream and then come back here later just to shake it up a little bit. And I'm going to try to see if I can find out which token I'm supposed to be writing Newcomer 10 on, if it's the big square one or the round one. Okay, I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Etherfields and all the other series on the channel. I'll see you in the next one.